right, let's start with 3.1. I hope you can all see the screen by now. If you can't hear me, unameni, please make sure you follow the correct steps to make sure that your technical difficulties are seen to. All right. Write down the following angles. This is where you need your pen and paper, please. I'm going to give you a second to do this. Write down the following angles in descending order, okay? So some angles will be bigger than others, and we have names for those type of angles. Angles that are bigger than 90 degrees, angles that are smaller than 90 degrees. We have names for all of those angles, and that's what we call obtuse, reflex, a right angle, acute angle, revolution, or a straight angle. That sounds confusing, but a straight angle, we all know what that is. Please write them in descending order. All right. Okay, if there are any questions thus far, you are more than welcome to put up your hand. But for the rest, please, I'd like you to just write down this quick sticks.
Teacher Hugo, I'm so sorry to disturb you. Our lovely TA Yolanda is here to assist you, so I'm going to be logging out. I just want to let everybody know that the shout outs will happen on Wednesday this week.
Thank you so much, Teacher Kirsty, and welcome, Teacher Yolanda.
Thanks, guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Teacher Kirsty.
All right, so I'm going to need somebody to please help me. I hope nobody's afraid to put up their hands. I'm going to need somebody to help me with 3.1. Obtuse, reflex, right angle, acute, revolution, straight angle. We have Iviwe. I'm going to unmute you. Iviwe, how are you?
I'm getting you.
I am also excellent, thank you. I'm so excited to be chatting with you all tonight and not just typing in the chat. So Iviwe, let me know what is going to be, okay, descending. Let's sort that out first. What does descending mean? Smallest to biggest, biggest to smallest, just everything confused, or what?
Biggest to smallest.
Okay, descending means big to small. All right, so the biggest one is going to be what?
Revolution.
Thank you. Let's write. I'm going to need to zoom in a bit. Okay, and then I can write. All right, and after that, what will be after revolution?
Reflex angle.
Reflex. What does reflex mean?
I have no idea.
So how do you know that reflex is next? What makes you think that reflex could be next? I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. What does reflex mean? You're right, actually, but what does reflex? Oh, no, you're not right. But I mean, what does reflex mean? Reflex, the reflex angle is bigger than 90 degrees. But what's also bigger than 90 degrees? A straight angle is also bigger than 90 degrees. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But reflex is bigger than 180. So reflex is even bigger than straight. Okay?
Yes.
Now, what is an obtuse angle?
It's bigger than 90 degrees.
Obtuse is bigger than 90. Okay.
No.
So you're 100% correct. I have my revolution. And now I'm going to put my reflex. Because reflex, like I said, is even bigger than 180. Okay. Now, I just said, which is the next one? What will be the next one?
Straight angle.
Viewer? straight angle. Well done. And after straight, I'm going to have,
Right angle.
sorry, just give my screen a second. It disconnected itself. Yes, after straight, we're going to have right angle. I'm going to carry on while my screen is waking itself up again. And after right angle, so right angle, what's another word for right? If something is a right angle, we know it can only be one thing, and that means?
It measures to 90 degrees.
Exactly. Okay, so we have a straight, and then after straight, we had, did you say obtuse?
No, it was right angle. Then it's obtuse.
Is it first the right and then obtuse? Is obtuse not bigger than 90 but smaller than 180?
Yes, it's bigger than 90 as well than 180. Yes, it's supposed to be obtuse first.
Ah, good. Okay, so obtuse first, and then I'm going to go to my 90, which is the right angle. Okay, and after my right angle, I'm going to have an, which one is left?
Acute angle.
Acute angles are small. They are smaller than 90 degrees. Okay. Right. Thank you so much. Let's carry on to what? I don't think mine. Yeah.
Nope, we cannot see your screen, Hugo. So if you can
Okay,
reshare
I'm
your screen.
sharing now.
Thank you.
It's just reconnecting. Thank you so much. There.
You guys
Okay,
are doing
now,
well. Sorry.
now you can all see my screen. All right. So we have revolution all the way around 360 degrees. That will be the biggest. And this is confusing, I know, because I caught myself in I got caught up in my own words also for a second. It's revolution. Then we have reflex, which is bigger than a straight line. So it's anything smaller than a 360 degrees, but bigger than 180 degrees. Then we have a straight angle, which is always a line. It's 180 degrees. Then a bit smaller than that will be anything between 90 and a straight line. So that will be an obtuse angle. Then we have a right angle, always 90 degrees. And then we have acute, okay? And that is smaller than 90 degrees. Now, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different angles, and they will all count about half a mark. So you will get 3 marks for just this simple question. Okay, let's look at the next one. Something I want you to try first again. Use a protractor to accurately measure the following angles and write the answers in the table provided. So, a protractor is something that you can even put on your laptop screen. So I'm going to zoom in and I want you all to just get at least an estimation. Just guess, okay? We've now all learned, if not before already, what obtuse and acute and reflex angles mean. So put this on your screen. If you have cell phone screens, I'm going to need you to at least guess and try and figure out the size of these angles. The angles that I want is A, B, D. And the other angle I want is, okay, so let's look. Yellow is A, D, B. That's my one angle. And then my other angle is going to be C, D, B. Okay, so let's all give this a try ourselves. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have someone very soon in the chat tell me already the answer for CDB, because you don't even need a protractor for that. What's CDB going to be? Angle CDB is a straight line, so it's going to be how many degrees? Orifatse or Orifa? Orifa? Yes. Tell me.
180 degrees.
Exactly. It's a straight line. It's going to be 180 degrees. It can't be anything else, even if it tried. A straight line will always be 180 degrees. All right. So that's angle CDB sorted. Now, I'm going to need somebody. Thank you. Oh, Azande, you were there just now. Do you want to put up your hand again and help me with angle ADB? Is there anybody that can guess or help me? I do see some correct answers in the chat. Yes. Okay, let's see. Kristen. Kristen, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm also well, thank you. Tell me, what do you know about our yellow angle, angle ADB?
It looks like an acute angle.
Yes, it's an acute angle. So if we had to guess,
It would be
what
less
would
than 90
you?
degrees.
Yes, less than 90 degrees. So just let's guess. What would an acute angle, degrees of an acute angle, more or less? If you could guess something for this angle, I want to put something in. What would you guess?
I'll probably guess like around 70 degrees.
70. Well done. Well done. Super. I can see that you've done this before. 70 degrees, that I think is a good guess. Thank you so much, Kristen. All right. Azanda, I see your hand is up, but I'm going to give you the next question to help me with. All right. Let's slide down and see what we have next. Construct a semicircle with a radius of 3 Celsius. Okay, so here we have a video. A semicircle. Azande, where's your hand now? There we go, Azande. Okay, let's just start off with what is a semicircle.
Hi, sir.
Hi there. I hope you're doing well.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
what's a semicircle?
isn't it half a circle, sir?
It's half a circle. Well done. Semi means half. So a semicircle is going to be only half of a circle. Now, what is a radius? Okay, so
I don't
I'm
know,
not
sir.
a perfecter. Sorry, Azande, what's a radius?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, don't stress. I'm going to help you. Now, I'm going to need fast fingers in the chat again. I'm going to draw some different colored lines, and then I need you to tell me which of the colors is the radius. Okay, so is the radius yellow? Is the radius blue? Or, give me a second. That dot there is the middle point of my circle. Okay, so is the radius yellow? Is the radius blue? Or is the radius green? Let me know in the chat. Yellow. Okay, I have some saying that it's yellow. No, it's not yellow. It's not yellow. Umar, tell me. Okay, I'm waiting, Mulalo.
So,
Hi, Umar. I have
so
some
how you
green coming in. I'm good, thank you. What do you think is the correct answer? What color is my radius? The radius is the what colored line? Which color?
blue.
Blue? Sorry, not correct. Anybody else want to try? Thank you, Umar, for trying. Urifa?
Hello, sir.
Hi there.
The radius is green.
Well done. The radius is green. This one here is my radius. Ooh. That's an R. Okay, that's my radius. Well done. Thank you so much. All right. Now, They want us to construct a semicircle with a radius of 3. Now, if my radius is 3 and the black dot is in the middle of the circle, then how long is the blue line going to be? Azande, tell me, how long is the blue line going to be? My radius is 3. So just this green line is 3. Now tell me, Azande, did I lose you? You still unmuted? Chat to me, Azande. If the green line is 3, how long is the blue line? Anyone in the... No, that's degrees. Kristen and Leletu, you're giving me degrees. I need length, okay? So let's say 3. Yes, they said 3 centimeters. So the green line is 3 centimeters. Yes, there I have the right answers. Tando, Mtawa, thank you so much. That's the correct answer. Then my blue line will be 6 centimeters. Double that. Well done. Now, if we had to draw the semicircle like they asked, with a radius of 3 centimeters, the most important thing is going to be that your blue line, the bottom part of your circle, the place where you cut the circle in half, that needs to be 6 centimeters, okay? So make sure that you have that correct. 6 centimeters, the half where you cut the circle, that needs to be 6 centimeters. If you have that, then you know that your semicircle was drawn correctly. Okay, let me scroll down. Okay, 3.4. I'm not going to try that YouTube video again. Let's all try to do 3.4. We're using a ruler and a protractor to draw a circle of 289 with a 289 degree angle. All right. This thing is in the way. There we go. Oh, not a circle, an angle. Sorry, an angle. Use a ruler and a protractor to construct a angle of x, y, z that is equal to 289 degrees. Urifa, what do you want to tell me, Urifa?
We first minus 360 degrees and 289 and then get a angle under 180 degrees.
Mm-hmm. And then that angle is going to be?
No, can I calculate first?
Yes, you can. Okay, what do you have?
I'm still
360.
calculating.
Okay, no problem. So we're going to take in the chat. Let's have in the chat. I've done this. I need you to be doing this. Calculate for me. 200. The difference between 360 and 289. Okay. Lulibo, what do you not understand? You need to be specific in the chat. Please tell us what you do not understand. There we go, 331. Urifa, what did you get? Are you still calculating? It's not 131, okay? I see some are just following what the others are saying. The answer is 71, okay? So we're going to measure with our protractor an angle of 71. And then we know that angle, so this will be 71 on the inside. And then we know that the outside will be 289 degrees. And they say we have to label our angle. So we will be saying X, Y, and Z. Okay, please make sure that you all have that. We're going to measure an angle of 71 just because that's easier than measuring the big angle. And then we know that the outside of that angle is going to be the 289 that we figured out. Just excuse my screen. Okay. Please make sure you all have that drawn in. So let's carry on. Using a ruler. Oh, sorry, we just did that. Let's scroll down. Okay, consider the diagram below. Write down the names of the pair of perpendicular lines. Use the correct symbols. Okay, so look at these and tell me which lines are perpendicular. Okay, I'm going to need you to give me that in the chat. Please talk to me in the chat. Let me know which of these lines are perpendicular. Anybody in the chat? Okay, Mulalo's asking what is perpendicular. Okay, we have some guesses coming in. Azande, well done for trying. That is the correct way to name a line. A, D, and C. A, B, and C, D. Okay. The screen is black. Okay, let me just reshare my screen. Or just please exit and come and enter the class again just to make sure the problem is not maybe on your side. Okay, you haven't heard of perpendicular? All right, let me explain perpendicular. Perpendicular is when a line crosses on a 90-degree angle, okay? So A and D crosses C and B on a 90-degree angle. That makes them perpendicular to one another. So the correct answer for this would be unmute Fusizwe. Fusizwe, how are you?
No, sir, never mind.
Okay, never mind. All right, I hope you know what perpendicular lines are now, okay? Mulalo, I see there you go. Ooh, okay, so you probably have you understand now. I hope you understand. Perpendicular lines, I want you all to make sure you understand, is when lines cross each other at a 90-degree angle. So A and D is perpendicular to C and B. Okay, well done. Now let's scroll down. The square below is divided into 4 triangles. Triangle A, triangle B, triangle C, and triangle D. They're asking you to study the diagram and answer the questions that follow. Let's look at the questions that follow. 4.1, write down the letters of 2 congruent triangles. Okay, let's all do that one together. Or no, let me all give you a second to figure out the answers, the questions by yourself. Going to scroll out a bit so that you can see the angles and the questions all together. Okay, take a second. Even if it is difficult, the best way to learn is to at least try. So please try or guess if you're not sure. Do 4.1.1 and 4.1.2 and 4.1.3. Read the question. And if those are new words to you, that's fine. Try, and I will help you. Okay, congruent means they look the same. That's the easiest explanation of what congruent means, okay? It means that they look the same. They have the same measurements, the same sides, the same angles. They are congruent, okay? So you try and figure out congruent, which angles are congruent. Same sides, same angles, okay? So, for example, we can see that B and C is definitely not congruent because C has a whole different shape to B, okay? It's definitely not going to be C and B that is congruent. So try and figure out which ones will be congruent. For number 2, they're asking us, write down the letters of all the right angles. I think that's easy enough. You'll be able to figure those ones out. 4.1.3, they're asking us, write down the letters of the isosceles triangles. Okay, now, what does isosceles mean? Anybody that knows what isosceles means? In the chat. Okay. Sides that are not equal. Tando, it's actually the exact opposite. Okay. Ah, there we go. Sihle, you got it. An isosceles triangle is a triangle that has 2 sides that are equal. Okay, so I'm sure you'll be able to guess that as well. There's only 2 triangles in there that are isosceles. Okay, let's run through this. In the chat, 4.1.1, the letters of 2 congruent triangles. Let's do 4.1.1 in the chat. B and C, nope. A and D, yes. Thank you. Thank you for all the answers coming in. It's going to be A and D. Sorry, excuse that. I've lost my screen, so I am now on the PC. Maybe I can, no. Maybe I can type
We
it.
can see your screen. Oh, maybe you can't get hold of your screen, but we can
No,
see it.
I have my screen. What I meant is I lost my writing pad. It died on me.
I'm
I'm writing on my laptop screen with my mouse. Sorry, that's the trouble that I'm having, but don't stress. I mean, I won't stress.
Yeah.
Let's go to, okay, so A and D, okay? Everybody got that in the chat. For 4.1.1, it's A and D, all right? Thank you so much. For 4.1.2, we need to write down the letters of all the right angles. Okay, let's do that. Right angles. Oh, you know what? They didn't give us letters. I'm going to give that for you, quick 6. Let me do. So we have X. just me. X, Y, Z, and W. Okay, now it's easy enough. The right angles, which means angles that are 90 degrees, are X, Y, Z, and W. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, now 4.1.3. Write down the letters of isosceles triangles. Okay, thank you for the X, Y, Z's, and W's. I need the letters now of the, let's put them all in one message in the chat. The letters of the isosceles triangles. I explained already, so here it comes again. Isosceles means a triangle has two sides that are the same length. So it's definitely not going to be triangle D, for example, because we can see that the line between W and Z is not the same as that the line between Z and H. Z and H is very short, and W and Z is very long. W and H is even longer. So they are nothing there is the same, okay? But let's have a look. I'm going to add another number in here. I'm going to call it G. That little red dot is going to be G. I don't know why I choose the most difficult letters, but anyway. So let's have a look at line WG and line WH. Don't they look the same? Yes or no? WG and WH. To me, yes, yes, yes. They look the same. Let's have a look at Y and H. Everybody, eyes on the screen. Y and H and Y and G. If you had to guess, don't you think that they are the same? It's two short ones for Y and H and Y and G, so they have to be the same, yes. And for W and H and W and G, we have two long ones. So the correct answer, because we have two long ones in the one triangle and two short ones in the other triangle that is the same length, we know that the two isosceles triangles would be B and C. B and C. Good. All right, 4.2, we're going to skip for today. Calculate the size of angle A. This is a tricky one. Okay, I see I have a lot of hands up. Let's put all the hands down. All the hands down, please. I'm putting them down. Lower all hands. Okay, now the next hand that comes up, I assume, is going to help me with this question. Anybody? We have Kirsten again. Kristen, sorry, Kristen. Hi, Kristen. So nice to have you chatting with me again. Please tell me, how can I calculate the size of angle A?
You can calculate it by what's it called now? All of that together should equal to 180, if I am correct.
Take another guess. It's not 180.
Okay.
Just take another guess. It can only be one other thing if it's not 180. The insides of a triangle. The insides of a triangle always equals 180. But this is not a triangle.
Yes, I know, but like, because I've learned fun angles, and the
Sorry, say that again?
and I've learned fun angles, like, yeah, and so basically like the U is like 180, and there's like a U shaped inside of there, so I just thought that it could be like that.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but let's just have a look. I want everybody to figure out. Thank you, Kirsten. But for the rest, please, I want you to figure out, have a look. We need to guess. We need to try. How can we calculate A?
Let's go, guys. Let's do it. I see your answers on the charts also. Oh, there's some interesting answers. Let's see who are correct, guys, and let's make corrections. But you guys are doing great. I like the participating. Nice, guys.
Okay. So, thank you so much, everybody, for trying. So, the inside of any four-cornered shape needs to be, the sum of the insides needs to be 360 degrees. So what we're going to do is 360 degrees minus 90 minus 75 minus 68, and that's going to give us, now we need to do some maths. I have 128 and 127. Which will it be, guys? 128 and 127. It's not 72. Another 128, 127, 128, 127. Okay. I need you all to make sure you calculated this correctly. Those 128s and those 127s, this is part of math. You need to double check yourself. Go back to the method in which you calculated and recheck yourself. Make sure, because I'm having 128s and 127s coming through both equally as much. So it is 127. I am inclined to agree with you. It is 127. I want all the 128ers to go make sure where you made your mistake. It is 127, and then I just got another 128. You need to go check up, okay? Because this is how you lose precious marks, okay? I don't want you to lose precious marks. Thank you. Now I'm getting some more 127s coming through. Please go double check your answers. We need it to be 127. All right. Some reading work to do. Our last question for today. Indicate with a tick whether the following statements are always true, sometimes true, or never true. So never true is false, okay? Always true, sometimes true, that means there will be exceptions to the rule, or never true. Let's look at 4.4.1. An equilateral triangle is also an acute angled triangle. I need to know. Okay, Kristen is saying false. Azande is saying false. It doesn't mean they're right, guys. I need you all to participate. Let's be in the chat. You have to search, that's fine. You just need to be quick sticks. False, false, false. Remember, true. There, thank you. I'm getting something that sounds like true. There, I'm getting another true. Sometimes true. Actually, the tick is coming here. Always true, okay? An equilateral triangle is also an acute angled triangle. Correct answer for that one, the box we need to tick is always true. All right, a right angled triangle is also an isosceles triangle. 4.4.2. A right angled triangle is also an isosceles triangle. Remember, isosceles means that the triangle has two sides of the same length. It's not never true. It's not always true. Sometimes. Thank you, Nicholas. It is sometimes true. Well done. All right. The longest side of a scalene triangle will always be opposite the largest angle. Yes or no? I give up. Azande, don't give up. Don't give up. I was about to give up in the beginning of the lesson because my stuff just wasn't working, but I didn't. Yeah, we're all smiling. As long as you can keep smiling, you don't need to stress about the rest, okay? Never true, never, never, never. I'm getting a bunch of nevers. I'm getting a party hat. Never, never, never. Well done. It is never. Okay, right. Teacher Yolanda will give us the poll for today. Yes, thank you so much. And then I will handle 1 or 2 questions and then I have to jump off. Okay, Pussy or Fusi, please tell me how to remember your name, or how to pronounce your name.
It's Pussy.
Pussy, okay. How can I help you?
Sir, I wanted to answer 4.4, but it seems like you've already answered.
Oh, you wanted to answer, but the answers that you were about to give me, or that you were going to give me, do they align with what I found?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well then, 100% to you. I'm so happy. Well done.